Next on our list is the double shotgun. So the custom event for the double shotgun, checking the weapon will fire condition, and then we check if the double shotgun ammo chambers variable is more than 0. In case it's not, we go to auto switch weapons logic. We don't have auto reload logic as we don't have any clip, and the chambers always reloads automatically. Sequence of events. First of all, we are setting weapon will fire to 0 and double shotgun ammo chambers to 0. Then we have two branches. First is when we have at least 2 shells in our backpack, more. And the second one we don't. In case we have less than 2, then we play the shotgun shoot to empty animation, and after the delay that covers the length of the animation, we set weapon will fire back to 0. However, the ammo chambers remain 0. In this branch there's a sequence of events. First of all, we are playing the standard shooting animation, delay covering the length of the animation, and we set weapon will fire to 1, and we also set double shotgun ammo chambers to 2. And we subtract 2 from the ammo in the backpack. Next, after a delay, we spawn our shells, the empty shells, at the socket. We do this twice. One for the D-shotgun ammo socket 1, and second one, D-shotgun ammo socket 2. We can take a quick look. Let's see the animation. So roughly at this time, we are spawning the shells. We can set to display our bones, and here we see the 2 bones for the shells to which the sockets are attached. And this is where we will spawn the empty shells that drop on the floor. Back to the logic. So we've done with this section, and this as well. And then we go to the actual shooting logic. Just like we had for the shotgun, we have the for loop. However, this time it is set to 24. So the body of the loop, everything that happens here, will happen 24 times. We have our line trace, start and end, and this time the shotgun spread is a bit different. The y-axis is twice bigger, the range of the float. This gives us a wider spread horizontally. So we can compare the values here and here. For the shotgun we have -200 to 200 for all of the axes. And for the double shotgun we have -300 to 300 for X and Z axis, and -600 to 600 for Y axis. And we can compare. As you can see, the spread was a bit wider vertically and twice wider horizontally. The depth is not important actually. I think it's the x-axis. So probably this can remain 0. The rest of the logic is the same as we had for the shotgun and the pistol. Same for the hit effects. The double shotgun reload is a bit different though. Our event, checking the weapon with fire condition, the ammo in the backpack. This time it has to be more than 2 or equal to 2 for the reload to happen. This reload logic only triggers automatically. So we set weapon will fire to 0 and then a sequence of events. First of all, we're playing our animation for the shotgun and the arms, the sequence, a slight delay to trigger the sound at the right time, the delay that covers the length of the animation and represents the length of our reload time. Then we set double shotgun ammo chambers to 2, and we subtract 2 from ammo in the backpack. And then we set weapon will fire back to 1. Here we have a delay to spawn our empty shells at the right moment. Just like in the shooting logic, we spawn one at the ammo socket 1 and the other at the ammo socket 2. Since the logic for the double shotgun mostly repeats the logic for the shotgun and other previous weapons, we have some time to take a look at the UI for our weapons. Each weapon got a variable for the UI. Let's go to the section, the UI section. It happens on event begin play, a sequence of events. This here is used by the Berserk logic. We will take a look at it later. Here we create our UI widgets. And this line is for the weapons widgets. However, we do not add it to viewport. For example, if we take a look at the UI health and ammo widget, it is added to viewport on begin play. But the UI for the weapons is not, and is promoted to a variable so that we can address this widgets in our weapon switching logic. So whenever we switch the weapon, we address each of the widgets through the variable. Just to clarify, after we have created a widget, let's copy this and paste this for demonstration. We can drag a line from here and say promote to variable. And this becomes a new variable. It is here. We can name it and then we can address it by getting or setting the value. And the value references the UI widget file that we have among our files for the pack. Let's delete this. And let's take a look at the UI for our double shotgun. We can click the browse button, or we can go to our double shotgun folder and open the UI. First of all, we see an image here. You can notice the placement of the anchor. This means that no matter how we drag the screen, no matter what the resolution is, the position of this image will be aligned to its lower right corner. Same for this texts. First, let's take a look at the image. Here we have this binding. You can create a new binding or remove the binding here. The binding is a function. Let's click on it. Let's click the go to function. This opens our graph. So we have designer and graph windows for the UI. Here we can see a list of functions that is used. This node is unnecessary. I've made 2 versions so you can change this if you like the other image more. We use the make brush from texture node and specify the image in it and return the value. So let's see how it looks like at the moment. You see that little box of shells in the lower right corner. Now if we change it to the other image, it can also be changed simply here. And go back to the game. You can see a slightly different image. Back to the UI, and let's go back to the designer mode. Here we select the text and see the binding for the text. And here we cast to the blueprint of our first person character. We get the player character and cast to first person character to get the value of our ammo in the backpack. The ammo for the shotgun and the double shotgun is the same, so we need the shotgun ammo. We get this value and then we connect it to the return node. These conversions happen automatically, so if you just connect it here, those nodes appear. By the way, I can see that it is being converted to a float, and then a float being converted to the text. If we simply connect it, it is being converted to text from integer. The result is really the same, it doesn't matter. Let's see our other elements. This is just a piece of text. We don't have any functions for it. And this text, go to function, we cast to the first person character and get the value for the double shotgun ammo chambers. So on the display we have the image going right to left, the image, the ammo in the backpack, and then the ammo in the chambers. So when we shoot, we get 0. When we find more ammo, the value changes. This logic is the same for all of the weapons. We can take a look at another example, of course. A pistol. You can see that the layout is the same. The position of the anchors is the same. The position of all the elements is also exactly the same as for the other weapons. And if we go to, let's say, this text and its function, we can see that we are casting to the first person character and getting our ammo in the backpack. This conversion is certainly unnecessary. It's double conversion. So I will replace this with the conversion from text to integer directly. You will have it looking this way in the back by default. And also going back to the shotgun UI ammo, I'll do the same and straighten the nodes